This is how to make your dairy investment a success. One, you have to ensure that your genetics are top notch. In majority of the cases, in majority of the high potential areas in Kenya, we already have good breeds. Good breeds are key drivers to ensuring that our dairy ventures are making us more profits. So you have to ensure that your herd is well optimized by ensuring that your breeds have got the potential to give you more milk. They also have got good traits, ensuring that the body of this particular animal is configured in such a way that it is optimized to give you more milk. We have to talk about the trunk, ensuring that the trunk is large enough. The udder is also well positioned. It is strongly attached with the muscles that hold it firm and ensure that it's not pendulous in a way that is going to expose the animal to various challenges in the environment, which will cause losses through injuries if you are letting the animals go out there and consume some feeds on their own in the field. So ensure that the genetics of your animals is well taken care of. That's the first thing. The second thing is that you should ensure that your herd management is also top notch. That is from the calf and also milking herd management. In this case, I mean ensure that your calves are able to grow very fast. A Holstein heifer is actually born at around 45 kilograms to 50 kilograms. You should ensure that by the time she hits 90 days, and that is by making sure that also she's being able to gain the average dairy gains in an optimal way. You should ensure that it has tripled that particular weight by the time that you are actually going to wean them off. Then ensuring that the average dairy gain is also maintained at a very high rate, up to even 750 grams on a normal basis. This makes sure that by the time this calf hits 1 year and 3 months, that's 15 months of age, she's able to come on heat and be served. And if you are unable to do that, you can ask our team to help you go around that, and you are going to get it right from the word go. Then the other thing is that you should also make sure that your herd, that is now the in-calf heifers and also the in-calf cows, of course the heifers are the ones that haven't calved down yet, even for a single time. You should make sure that they are going through what we call a proper dry cow, or rather drying off process. Ensure that these animals are not undergoing any stress when they are during this drying off season. Make sure that these animals also are actually taken through what we call the drying off and also steaming up in a very proper way. And also make sure that you master how to go about also transition cow management, and that is the care after these animals have just calved down. So once you have been able to master this, of course your herd is only going to give you profits and no losses. Actually, we have actually run such kind of investments, and we know how to go about the same, and we have helped investors reap benefits, and massive benefits in this case, from their herds. And actually I can tell you for a fact that dairy farming is the only investment that is gonna give you very good returns, even way over 40-50% of your investment. Make sure that, again, when it comes to nutrition, that is the third pillar. Nutrition, you are top notch. Of course, you are going to achieve this milestone if and only when you are able to keep up with the nutrition requirements of these animals. Making sure that your animals, starting from the calf, you are able to master how to give them the milk. That is the colostrum within the first 6 hours of life. Then thereafter, from day 1 to day 30, up to 6 liters of milk. Day 31 to day 60, 4 liters of milk. That is day 61 to day 90. Again, you are able to give them 2 liters of milk, weaning them off in the right way. Again, someone might ask, when should we now start introducing calf pellets to our calves? That is during the second week. Again, is that the same time again that you are going to introduce wilted sweet potato vines and also Bomarode hay to these particular calves. This is to help the rumen part of the gut to be properly formed, and in so doing you are going to make sure that this animal is actually growing at a very fast rate, because they are able to make good use of all the feed resources that you're gonna provide to them. Then ensure that from the second month you are actually deworming these calves properly, making sure that you are deworming them in 1 month interval till they hit 6 months of age. Then how do you increase the quantities of the pellets? You see, you start with about 60 grams during the first, the second week. That's a handful. Then after every week, make sure that you add another handful. So then maybe past the third month, you can actually introduce about 300 grams of dairy meal. You also increase that progressively. Also remember to include Dermaplast in your ration. This is to ensure that this calf grows very fast and in a way that's gonna give you more money. Now when it comes to the dry ones, the heifers and also the milking cows that are in calf, you should make sure that they are put on a very good regimen. So from the 7th month, we say that you should introduce what we call the fibrous feeds. Fibrous feeds, in this case, I mean you increase the amount of Bomarode hay. Make sure that this animal is able to feed on the fibrous feeds, much of the same. And also, progressively, you also make sure that you reduce the amount of silage now during the 7th month to about 10 kilos. Ensure that they are consuming more of the hay, even up to 10 kilos. And then when it comes to dairy meal, of course, reduce that to about 2 kilograms only. This, you know, for the 5 weeks, for the first 5 weeks of the dry phase. Then when you go to the next phase of the dry period, you should now start what we call steaming up, and this is providing high quality feeds, and these include dairy meal, about 5 kilograms again. You also include dairy meal, or rather add the amount of dairy meal you are providing to this particular animal to about 5 kilograms a day. You should not use mineral leaks that have got more than 5% calcium. This to prevent vices that, or other problems that come during birth and also after calving down. This might include dystocia. You could actually make the calf's bones to be longer than necessary if you actually give them a lot of calcium. Also making the animals susceptible to milk fever, and you should actually prevent this by all means by ensuring that they're able to utilize calcium in the proper way. And then when it comes to the milking animals now, remember I also mentioned that you should not use even oral calcium. Make sure that you don't use oral calcium by all means. Make sure that again, when this animal calves down, you are able to introduce good quality mineral leak that's meant for the lactating animals. So ensure that these animals have been introduced to good quality minerals. These minerals that has got from 18 to 20% calcium. Give them in the right quantities, and also make sure that when now it comes to dairy meal, you are increasing this based on the animal's capacity to give you milk. Of course, we are talking about giving them about 6 kilograms for those that are doing up to 20 liters of milk. If they go below 25, you can do 7. If they go above 25, do 8 kilograms of dairy meal. Then ensure that again you continue using Transpro for the other for another 36 days. I had mentioned that you should give them during steaming up, that's 18 days towards calving, and 36 days after calving. Make sure that your cow is using Transpro. This ensures that the animal is well prepared to giving birth, and also does not undergo any type of stress. The animal won't be stressed by any challenge. They will be able to go through the transition very smoothly. Again, they will also be pushed towards peak production in a proper way. Then, when it comes to again, way past 1.5 months, about 45 days towards the 100th day, that's when you expect their animals to hit peak production. You should also make sure that these animals are coming on heat, being served, and again the cycle continues. Milking cycle goes for 305 days, and you should also note that if you milk an animal for more than 305 days, it's almost impossible for them to increase milk yield. So you should ensure that the lactation cycle is optimized. That is by ensuring that these animals are coming back on heat in the appropriate period, that is between 45 and 60 days after giving birth.